on, Jack Sauce, Eric here, and of course, you know that means it's day 8 of the 2023 Bitter Pops Advent Calendar, and I'm ready, man. Friday's here, it's the weekend, even though weekends really blend into the weekdays this time of year, especially when you're in the restaurant world, but you know, that's okay. It's what we do, and we absolutely, for some ungodly reason, love it. Man, day 8, though. I can't believe it's already day 8. This thing's already flying by. December's flying by. Pretty soon, I can't wait. I'm going to be up in the Upper Peninsula at my sister and brother-in-law's new house for Christmas with the kids and everything like that. We're really looking forward to it. But until then, we grind, and when we can, we enjoy a cold beer, right? So let's do day 8. Oh, real quick. A couple days ago, City Smokeout, the lineup was announced. I'm wearing this. I actually work for Let Us Entertain You. I've talked about that before. And Let Us Entertain You is who throws the Windy City Music Festival and Barbecue Festival. Windy City Smokeout is what it's called. Tired as always. I mumble. Windy City Smokeout. Let Us Entertain You's country music and barbecue festival. Man, this thing has gotten huge. I have the opportunity now for a few years in a row to work at it, and it's just been a blast. And the more and more I get involved, the more I really enjoy what's going on there and love watching it grow, being a small part of it, and I really can't wait to someday Jack Sauce is big enough and strong enough that we can put a banner up there and serve you delicious barbecue as well. That is literally my dream. Standing up on the stage, the first year that I got to work it, behind the scenes, watching all the pit masters go out, man, I know someday that's what Jack Sauce is gonna do. All right, enough of the mushy stuff, guys. But seriously, though, go check out the Windy City Smokeout. Check out the lineup. It's just a blast, guys. You can look for me. I'll be around there somewhere running around. It's going to be a blast. Day 8, you guys. Let's do this thing. I had to promote it. I saw the lineup, and I was just so excited because I really do enjoy working it. Day 8, guys. Let's do this. I'm ready for a beer. It's been a long week. Crazy week. Oh, that's a cool can. Before we go any further, just look at this can. What a perfect Christmas beer, man. One of the best Christmas movies out there. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, paying homage to it right there on the can. I should really get into what the beer is, but man, I absolutely love that. As you can see, I've been paying homage to some of my favorite movies as we're doing this, as I'm constantly in the office right now working on a menu. But man, Between Two Pillows, Hazy IPA, 6.7% ABV, Mosaic Incognito, Lupo Max Mosaic, Lupo Max Citrus, Strata, Citrus Mosaic, all sorts. But who is brewing this? Ow, sweet. Solemn. Love these guys. Solemn. Oh, and it's a collaboration with Riverlands Brewing Company, who I do not know very well. I know they're in St. Charles, Riverlands, and I know they just did. I read about it, and I didn't try it. I haven't tried anything from them, to be honest with you. They're in St. Charles. I got to get out there with my father. Dad, we're going to Riverlands. But they did this line of cocktails at the end of the summer, early fall, or something like that. Not cocktails, but beers inspired by cocktails. I remember seeing something about like a Mai Tai one. Other tiki type drink, whatnot. It looked really interesting, and they actually had it at a bottle shop near me, and I meant to pick it up, and then I got distracted, as I always do. But Solemn Oath, I do know a lot about, and I have kind of a special tie, at least in my world of beer, with them. They opened in 2012. Right before that, I met the guy that became their opening brewer, their head brewer at the beginning, Tim Marshall. He was working for Rock Bottom out in Lombard, Illinois, and I worked at a restaurant right next to it. And I had been brewing a little bit of beer, kind of was into it. I wanted to see if I wanted to get more into it. So I was talking to Tim one day at Rock Bottom, and he said, "Why don't you come in and be my assistant for a weekend?" I said, "Okay." So I went to Rock Bottom bright and early, like 7 a.m. at the time, on a Saturday, which this is over a decade ago, so 20-something-year-old Eric, 7 a.m. on a Saturday was not a good thing. But I went in, very first thing he did was hand me a toothbrush, said, "Go clean the grain mill," and literally was scrubbing it all, just carrying wet hops, all doing all this crazy stuff. I'm like, wow, this is insane, the labor-intensive part. But the cool part is, once I did all that, Tim said, "Let's make some beer." And sure enough, we made a Kolsch. He showed me a recipe. I made it in the big vats. It's the first time I brewed anything that I got to go through the whole professional-type brewing process. And then, of course, it was on tap, and I was really proud of it. Needless to say, I didn't become a professional brewer. I went another path, but I still enjoy drinking it. He's since parted ways. So 2012, Solemn, he's with Sun King now, I think, in Florida. I haven't tried any of their stuff, but I did hear his name in association with a brewery called Sun King. All right, so Solemn Oath, though, it was started by the Barley brothers. The perfect name for anybody that owns a brewery. John and Joe Barley. Actually met Joe Barley last summer at a backyard birthday party at somebody's house here in Chicago. And he was just a fascinating guy. Really cool guy. Really like to talk about beer. Really like to talk about Solemn Oath. And we really hit it off. Someone I should probably reach out to. Solemn Oath, they do a lot of big style beers. They're really big into oak aging. Do some great hazy style beers. As a matter of fact, this year I didn't do the beer review on it, and now I'm out of it. I bought something called Tree of Vikings, which was a collaboration with Solemn Oath, and excuse me, that respiratory thing's still going, but or getting over it, you know what I mean? Solemn Oath and who was it? Maplewood did a collaboration called Tree of Vikings, which was probably my best beer 2023, and of course, I didn't do a beer review on it. Anyway, Between Two Pillows was another great looking hazy. Cannot get over that can art, guys. Just, it's the coolest thing. Let's get into this beer. Oh no, we did it. Do not foam up on me. Oh, and I'm spilling on my pants. The weekend is here. The weekend is here. Let's take a look at this guy. Beautiful. I can smell it from here, man. That was a weird, awkward crossbody can put down. Beautiful color, as always, bright. Has kind of like an orange kind of hue to it, and that's a really pretty color. I like that a lot. Tons of hops on the nose, so this is big. This is a really aggressive hoppiness on the nose. I was expecting more kind of like a citrus kind of or tropical kind of fruit forward nose, but no, this is really heavy on the pine, really resiny. Orange does come through it. Lime, lots of pine, juniper, tons of juniper. Oh, what a cool. Let's try this. Oh, that's a, oh. Wow, okay. Orange galore. That's what I'm getting. And it's a grapefruit, lemon, not lime, citrus. Let's just call it citrus. It's a beautiful floral wildflower component to it. Rose petal. Man, the pine and the juniper and the herbaceousness on this. But it's so well balanced. It's not such a danky IPA that's going to just kill your palate. It's not a palate killer. It's so well balanced with the fruit. But it's not a tropical hazy. We're not going to go into what a hazy is, the flocculation, blah, blah, blah. We talked about this already. But know that this is not that tropical style of hazy. This is a much more aggressively hop forward with all the herbaceousness. But the orange and the citrus kind of rides through it. It's a really well-balanced beer. I like that a lot. This is not a beginner's hazy IPA. It was a nice hit of vanilla on the end of there that time. That's really nice. This is not a beginner's hazy. This is a great way to say it. Very good beer, guys. Cheers. Enjoy the weekend. Windy City Smokeout.